بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن عمرو بن شعيب عن أبيه عن جده قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كل واشرب والبس وتصدق من غير سرف ولا مخيلة. رواه أحمد وأبو داود وعلقه البخاري. My dear respected brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's lot of mercy, immense mercy upon us, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this opportunity. We came to masjid to offer our Tuhar prayer with Jama'ah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our offering. And if there is any shortcoming, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. Today's hadith is narrated by Amr ibn Shu'aib. He relates it to his father, Shu'aib, and then from his grandfather. So he said that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Kul washrab, eat and drink, walbas, and wear your clothes, wa tasaddaq, and give the charity in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Min ghairi sarafin, without doing extra expenses, wala makhyalatin, and without showing off. This hadith is very simple and have lot of meanings in it. Number one, we can understand from this hadith that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that it is allowed for us to eat and drink. Means all of the halal things it is allowed to eat and drink. So, like we look for the sources, that the source this food is halal or this drink is halal or not. There are, mashallah, many apps have been created. Many, organizations, they are working on that. Which ingredient is halal, which ingredient is haram. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying eat and drink. But also we have to look where we are getting this eat and drink. What are the source? Means we have to check our income as well. Most of the time our dilemma is totally confusing. We emphasize on the matter of the ingredients, but we don't care about the matter of our earning, about the matter of our sources as well. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, when this hadith he mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not allow someone to move 1 feet except he answer about the 4 things. The first one is an umrihi fima afna, about his life, where did he finish that one? An shababihi fima abla, about his youth, where did he made it old? And about min ayna tasabahu fi malihi, min ayna tasabahu wa ayna anfaqahu. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask about his wealth. So number one is related to our life, and number second is the ingredient for our survival, that is the wealth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask min ayna iktasabahu, from where did he earn, wa ayna anfaqahu, and at which place did he spend it. So he have to answer these 4 questions. Everyone have to, and without answering he cannot move his feet. So my dear respected brothers and elders, in this hadith also, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying eat and drink, so he also mean that our eat and drink have to be with the pure sources, not from we are taking someone's right, we are eating someone's wealth and like that. How we accumulate it is very important. And also Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Walbas," and wear nicely. But some people, they have, they keep making the new dresses, but the old one is still sitting there. So do the sadaqah about that. About Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, one of the four school of thoughts where people follow. So Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, about him it is mentioned that Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi was a big businessman. Look, he was a great scholar. He teach the kids. He have the students such as Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad and other, as well as Imam Sahib. About him it is mentioned, for more than 40 years he used to pray the Fajr Salah with the wudu of the Isha prayer. How it gonna be possible? Because he might be awake whole night and looking into the Masail, researching about the Masail, reading the Quran and the Ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and doing the istinbat of the new Masail every time. They have this much worry about the well-being, about the Islamic well-being of this ummah. So, about him it is narrated that Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, every day he wear one suit every day, and next day he wear the new and do the sadqah of the one he used already. So it is allowed. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Watasaddaq," and do the charity in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. But in doing this, all the things, eating, drinking, wearing, and giving in the path of Allah as a charity, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he pinpointed two things, and those two things are min ghairi sarafin wala makhyala, without extravagant expenses, that is called saraf, and without makhyala, do not showing off. This our eating, drinking, wearing the clothes and giving in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it has to be free with all of these things, with these two, sarf and makhyala. Because if someone do the sarf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Innal mubaddirina kanu ikhwana shaitan." Those people who spend more than required from their wealth, they are the brothers of the shaitan. Ikhwan shayateen. They are the brothers of the shaitan. And whoever do the show off, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like the takabbur. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of the takabbur, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala announced about the shaitan, فَإِنَّكَ رَجِيمٌ, you are the accursed one. You are away from my rahmah. فَإِنَّ عَلَيْكَ اللَّعْنَةَ إِلَى يَوْمِ الدِّينِ, there will be curse from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you till the day of judgment. Why? Because he says, لَمْ أَكُنْ لِأَسْجُدَ لِمَنْ خَلَقْتَ طِينًا, that I am not going to prostrate to the one who you created with the clay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is the takabbur. Allah doesn't like that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِنَّكَ رَجِيمٌ, go from here, get lost. فَخْرُجْ, get lost. You are accursed, you are outcasted. So my dear respected brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like the makhyala. What happened to the Qarun? He used to show off the people that how much treasure I have, how many people are my servant, how big house I have, how many rooms in my house is there. It is mentioned that the palace of the Qarun was having 365 rooms. So he built in such a way that the sunlight every day comes into one room. Every day, because sun moves, right? Huh? So every day the sunlight comes into one room. And every day he used that one room. So this way he made one room for one day in a year to use. What happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَقَذَفْنَا بِهِ الْأَرْضِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He drowned him into the earth along with his all the treasure. Shaykh Sadi rahimahullah in his book Karima, he mentioned this in easy way by saying, Takabbur makun zinahare bisar. Oh my son, never ever do the takabbur. Ke roze zadastish darai basar. Because on the day of judgment, it will be, big loss for you. You will be regretful regarding that. Roze zadastish darai basar. Takabbur azazil ra khar kard. That takabbur, it make the shaitan outcasted. Zaleel. He becomes zaleel, unrespectful. Bazindan lanat giriftar kard. And in the chains of the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he got chained in the, curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Means he got the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for abadul abad, everlasting. Chundani takabbur charami kuni. When you know this is the result of the takabbur. Khatami kuni, khatami kuni. When you know this is the result of the takabbur and you do the takabbur, it means you committing mistake again and again and again. So my dear respected brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given these means of our survival. Our food, our drink, our clothes, our all the things we are using. So we have to be moderate in our usage. Don't be high expenses one, and don't be the low expenses one, that the person he is so greedy, so menacing that he is not spending any penny. Don't be mubazzir. Don't be the one who spend without any purpose, and don't become the greedy and the malicious, the bakhil, that he is not spending anything. The mu'min have to be ubayna dhalika qawama. He have to be in between of that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us occasion that we use these bounties and ni'mas of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the good reason, for the good purpose. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who are always grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and always try to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with our each and every action. Ameen wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.